What's up, family? Welcome back to my channel. If you want to join my family, you just gotta click subscribe, baby.
Even better than I was the last time, baby.
We back.
So on my last story time, I said that if you guys hit 2K likes on that video, that I was gonna do another story time, and look what y'all did.
Oh yeah.
Here I am with another story time that I'm so excited to share because I love going back in time, telling old stories, new stories. I just love doing it. It's happened in college. I was just, being young, trifling Trinity. The girl was petty. I can still get petty though. Don't get it twisted. But I'm better and I've grown. So don't judge. So on this day, God created a bunch of friendships, me and a few other friends that I would hang out with in college. And one of the girls, she was in her dorm room and we would visit her. It was that type of thing. We were just chilling. And of course, when you have dorm rooms, of course you have roommates, right? And none of us have met her roommate at all, but she would always talk about her roommate. She'd always say how she's controlling, she's difficult, she's always wanting to kind of like dictate what goes on in the room. She would talk about her roommate all the time, like in the cafeteria, when we just walking in class. And I'm like, you know what, we need to meet this roommate. We just want to meet her. We don't know her problems. We just want to meet her because you talk about her a whole lot. So now we want to just kind of see like, okay, well, what does she look like? How does she act? How is she going to act around everyone else? Because I'm the type of person where I want to judge for myself. I don't really listen to what other people have to say. Like, I'll listen to it, but I'm like, okay, but I'm not going to really like label them as that person until I've experienced something with that person. So usually we would separate after leaving from the caf, but we were just like, you know what, let's go back to your room, girl. Time to meet the roommate. So we walk back to her room and we're kind of like laughing a little bit because, I mean, you know, when you're around your friends and you preparing for something and you just don't know exactly what you're walking into. So you kind of prep everyone. And my friend was trying to prep us like, hey, she kind of like this, she kind of like that. And we like, man, you making her sound so bad. Is she really this bad? We're finally at the room and she knocks on the door. Now usually I don't even be knocking on my door because I had a roommate at the moment. I'm like, girl, I don't be knocking. Why you knocking? Now before y'all say with Trinity, you know, that's just common courtesy and all this and that. Now if you haven't had a roommate, you've never been in a dorm, then I don't even know exactly why you really talking. Because until you lived it, you can't really talk about it. I've had roommates and I've never had to knock on the door. And the thing is, I've had a close bond somewhat, for the most part, with my older roommates to the point that we would actually text each other. Like, I've had my roommate say, hey, let me know when you coming back to the room. And I knew she was getting it in. So I knew, all right, I'm gonna give you your space. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna walk slow back to the room for you. My friend knocked on the door because she said, her roommate said that she needed to knock before she enters so she knows that she's coming in. And that's cool and understandable and all that. But see, the thing is, they've been arguing. Everything that my friend was telling me didn't make me feel like it was worth really compromising with her roommate, because it's kind of like a give or take thing. Roommate's been really controlling, really bossy. Y'all been arguing and you're still kind of like pleasing her, but she's not really compromising with you. Sounds really selfish. And I know a person just like that. She said that the roommate doesn't knock when she enters all the time. So she a little bit inconsistent herself with her own rules. So, I mean, I don't know. Being her friend and caring about her, that she was kind of being more of a people pleaser. And I'm not too really fond of people that care about pleasing people. It wasn't just me. I wasn't the only friend feeling this type of way. All of us felt the same type of way. So we're in the room and we do see the roommate. We greeted her, we all said hi. Because I'm friendly, I'm gonna kind of disregard everything I heard about you because I'm gonna give you a chance. I give everyone a chance. The roommate gave us a dry hay. I expected the hay to be dry because she probably was just like, I know she already done told her friends all about me, X, Y, and Z. And you're right, she did. And as we're like still walking in the room, like just all of us starting to get crammed into this small room, because she lived in them boony dorms, you know what I'm saying? The ghetto side of the campus, that side. And her roommate turns to us, I kid you not. She turns to us and she says, can y'all take y'all shoes off?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Listen, first of all, you had to be there. But I mean, look, the carpet, the floor, it wasn't all that. I guess as roommates, you're gonna figure out the rules that you're gonna set even for your guests. My friend didn't set that rule in place. Like, it wasn't agreed upon the both of them. There's nothing wrong with asking. Cause I mean, if you don't ask, you won't receive. There's nothing wrong with asking a question. But you see, I looked at her roommate and I said, I don't wanna take my shoes off. I hope that's okay. We all looking at our friend for just that confirmation, like, hey, do you want us to take our shoes off? Like, is this a thing? Because we never had to take our shoes off before when we came here. But because the roommate's there, she kind of wants to give us her rules or something. I don't know. We gonna stay on this side. We not gonna be up on your side. So I don't know why you're trying to give us rules. Like, what? It just didn't make any sense because we would be up in her room all the time. You know what I'm saying? After she did that, I immediately started to just kind of remember the things my friend would tell me about her. But as y'all can guess, it was pretty awkward because we weren't taking our shoes off and we were just kind of standing there a little bit in disbelief, like pausing, like, ooh, what's wrong with her? Is she for real? Like, we're not taking our shoes off. Do we have to take our shoes off? What's wrong with your roommate? Like, what? So my friend looks at us and she's like, no, you don't have to take off your shoes. Like, what? She's confused too. She's just like, wait, I never heard of this. We didn't talk about this. Her roommate decided to run her mouth and say, oh, well, I don't want the floor getting dirty. It's already kind of dirty. And I'm looking on the ground,
Bruh.
and I'm like, the floor is already stained. It's already kind of dirty. It's not clean. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this was like the old part of the campus. But who cares? The bottom line is that's your side and this is my friend's side. And if we staying on this side, why do you care? And guess who said something? Me. I had to say something because honestly, like my friend, she's very soft-spoken. She don't really speak up for herself. She would vent to us about everything that was going on, but I don't think she always stuck up for herself like she needed to in that room by herself with her roommate. Like, you're not about to be talking to my friend like that. You're not about to be controlling while I'm up in this room.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
I want y'all to know that I understand that roommates do have like their own thing where they are supposed to compromise on certain things. I've had plenty of roommates. I know how it goes. But this ain't right. This ain't right. You tripping now. So I had to say something and I told her, well, we're gonna be on this side of the room. I kind of tried to make it quick because I didn't want to go back and forth and I didn't want to drag out anything because I might have said something that probably would have been really hurtful because I know me and I know my mouth and my mouth can cut. So I was just trying to make it short and sweet and let her know, well, we're going to be on this side of the room. I don't feel comfortable taking my shoes off. I could, but I don't want to. She proceeded to say something back talking about, well, you don't live here, blah, blah, blah. Of course, because there's other friends in the room, that's when everyone else started kind of barking back at her. Now, I wasn't barking with everybody else because I'm like, you know what, I ain't trying to look like we ganging up on her. So I said what I said, and I'm gonna let everybody else go ahead and get their good old barks in because I'm not about to do that whole just talking over each other. It looks bad, and the last thing I want is for her to run out the room talking about, oh my gosh, I'm being bullied. No, you're not being bullied. You just kind of pissed off a group of girls at the same time. So all the rest of my friends were just kind of trying to explain to her like, well, yeah, we don't live here, but she lives here and she didn't say that we had to take our shoes off. We're gonna be on this side of the room. You don't have to worry about us. The thing about college, actually let me know below, are you in college? Are you out of college? Are you going to college? Let me know below because let me tell you this. When you go to college, expect a whole lot of different people. You're gonna have people from out of state, from different cities, people that were raised in different families, different standards, different morals, people that got issues. Maybe she was the only child. Maybe she felt kind of entitled growing up. I don't know. But you're going to come across a whole lot of different people. When you go off to college, you're going to start to see things about yourself that you never saw before. You're going to have people call you out about certain things about yourself. that your mama and daddy probably didn't let you know. If you're gonna go to college, make sure to take it all in. Do some self-evaluating, okay? Hear what people are saying about you. Getting back to the story, I hope y'all learning something. It was a lot of back and forth, and the roommate just left the room. She slammed the door and she left the room, and thank God for it. The roommate comes back, and she doesn't come back alone. Oh, and she didn't knock either. Of course she didn't knock. The roommate walks in with 3 other friends. I knew for a fact, like, oh man, this is about to get ugly. They already staring us down. They're quiet though, but they staring us down. No one is saying hey. We were on the other side playing Uno, minding our own business. Now my friend, she got a smart mouth, okay? Not the friend that's the roommate in the friend circle. She got a smart mouth, but hey, we all do sometimes, I guess. She had to say something. She had to say something. My friend's like, so are you gonna tell them to take their shoes off? It's a problem instantly. The first thing they said was, y'all got a problem? And I'm like, wait, hold on. Like, I know it was a smart thing to say, like, oh, you ain't gonna tell them to take their shoes off. But the fact that they were so instant, oh, you got a problem? I knew for a fact that the roommate already kind of prepped them to let them know, hey, there's a bunch of girls in this room, and basically probably said that we attacked her or bullied her or whatever she said. And we on the other side of the room, and we like, there ain't no problem. Really ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? If we're being technical, there really isn't a problem. However, she wanted us to take our shoes off, and she clearly didn't require y'all to take y'all shoes off, so we were just thinking that she was gonna tell you guys to take your shoes off. The girl on the other side proceeds to say, well, it's not cool that y'all over here bullying her, attacking her, and we like, what?
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
I mean, I know what it looks like somewhat, but let's be real here. Y'all know the story. I just told y'all what happened. Nobody was bullying her or attacking her. So we put down the Uno cards. All faces are turned the opposite direction, looking at all these girls, and we over here like, nobody was bullying her, because nobody wants to be labeled as that, especially if they're not that. So we telling her friends like, no, nobody bullying her. And then of course she steps in and says, well, yeah, you know, I felt attacked.
Boy, if you don't get...
And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, girl, you are crazy. We just didn't want to take our shoes off, and we didn't understand why you wanted us to take our shoes off when we not on your side of the room, when our friend didn't even require us to take our shoes off, and when it ain't none of your business. At this point, it ain't nothing but back and forth, y'all. I don't even know everything that was said. Y'all know when girls get in the room and it's just a whole lot of talking over each other, a whole lot of yelling. But let me tell you this, it wasn't until the name calling. Y'all know it get really real when you start the name calling. Like, hey, this is not that big of a deal. I know my friend shouldn't have said, you know, that smart comment that she said, but let's not really blow this up right now. And like I said, in college, you're gonna come across a lot of people from different states. You know, there's a New Yorker on my side, one of them from Philly, the other one from Detroit. Like, come on now. Yeah, little old me from North Carolina. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. We don't play over here either. All right, shout out to the 336. We out here. In that room, it was a whole lot of disrespect. It was a whole lot of arguing, whole lot of talking over each other, a whole lot of disrespect. But you know what? It got real. And let me tell you how it got really real now. This heifer on the other side decided to spit. Not at me. I promise you it wasn't me. I promise you she didn't spit at me. You know how I know? I didn't get arrested. I didn't get kicked out of college or anything like that. Because trust and believe, I can't, In the midst of all of them arguing and all of that, there was some movement going on. And my friend decided to kind of move forward towards the girls. So she was definitely the one that was chosen. Once that girl spit on my friend, all hell broke loose. All hell, as it should, because I'm not going, I'm going off. I don't care who, what, when, where, what age, what race. I don't care if you crippled, you getting it. Because it's nasty and disrespectful. Germs. Y'all know what happened? A fight. Yes, a fight. Now y'all probably want to know, Trinity, what was you doing in all of this? The girl that spit on my friend, they started fighting. Now the good thing is no one jumped in this fight, which I mean, that's pretty impressive. I was nervous for a second because I'm like, man, I'm not trying to be up in no brawl right now. I'm not trying to get in trouble. And if y'all have seen my old story times, y'all know that I kind of was involved in a little something before back in the day. And this happened after that, not immediately after, not with the same people, but it happened after. So I kind of already knew like, this isn't what I want to deal with. Again, everyone was trying to break up the fight. The girls was getting her girl, but the thing is, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie, I wasn't trying to be too hands-on because I'm like, ugh, like she spit on you and I don't want none of that on me. I was in the back trying to help, you know what I'm saying? I was still kind of trying to, no, let her go, stop.
No. No.
Stop fighting.
She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
And finally the fight stopped, okay? Her friend left the room with the girl and she was holding her hand. It was not okay at all. And after she left, shoot, we was looking around like, hey, we need to go too because we don't know who was hearing what was going on in here. We need to just leave the premises. If everybody leaves, no one can pop in the room and say, hey, what's going on in here and all that. So let's just go. Let's get out of Dodge right now. We calmed her down during the long walk, y'all. The campus was pretty big, so we actually walked and talked about it and calmed her down. And I was just trying to explain to them like, hey, I was in something kind of similar to this before, and I'm telling you, like, they're gonna call us up, we might have restrictions, and this might not end well for us. Mostly for my friend that actually fought the girl. Well, they both fought, but that fight right there, that's where the big trouble's gonna be. Now, as far as me and everyone else that was just there, we would probably just be pulled in as a witness, basically being interviewed. If you've seen my old story time before, then you already know how it went last time. So eventually we all went back to our own dorm rooms, and that was it. Far as the update, because I definitely wanted an update. So I texted my friend and she said that her and her roommate actually talked and they came together to say, you know what, we're just not gonna work as roommates and we need to talk to someone. And surprisingly, no one contacted them about a fight or anything, and it's because no one snitched. Yeah, like it does kind of pay off not to be a snitch. Sometimes it's best not to say anything because if you do, then everyone's going to get in trouble. I'm just saying you gotta know when you want to say something and when you just don't want to. It's 100% up to you, but given this situation, both sides would have definitely got in trouble a whole lot. So clearly the girl didn't want any smoke with any of the authorities, and clearly my friend didn't want any smoke with the authorities. And since not a lot of people knew about it, it was just kind of like, well, let's just sweep this under the rug and drop it because, I mean, maybe they cared more about their education. In middle school and high school, usually you get into a fight, you get suspended, eventually you come back to school. But in college, it's way different. They don't play no games in college. They'll kick you out. They'll really like make your life a living hell. Like they don't play no games. So I'm pretty sure that's why no one snitched. And cool, whatever, like it's up to them. Like I didn't fight, so I don't have nothing to snitch about. But the good news is my friend and her roommate, they were no longer roommates. They did have new roommates and it was all kumbaya. But I don't know why old girl felt like she needed backup. Like nobody was gonna do anything to you, like. But anyways, that is the story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to get this video to 3K likes, y'all. 3K. Yeah. Shout out to these people for being part of the J team, the support system. I really do love y'all so much. I love people that just are positive and just really support me. It is 100% noticeable. If you want to shout out like them, you just gotta click subscribe, of course, and turn on that notification bell. You gotta turn it on, baby. Let me know below, and of course, no matter what, y'all, make sure to be bold, brave, and beautiful, and I will talk to y'all in my next video.